My name is Chris Nelson. Thanks for coming to the Save the Trees protest and coming out on this beautiful day that I think it feels great. I don't know about you guys. I absolutely love this weather. We are here on February 2nd, 2026. Groundhog Day, everybody. And you remember the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? He was repeating the same day over and over again. Does anybody feel that same way when it comes to these trees?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It feels like we're repeating the same things over and over again. We stood here back in April of 2024. I don't remember the exact day, but it was over there in Tunnel Top Park. Tunnel Top Plaza. It's not really a park. And we stood there and we demanded that Mayor Dean Trantalis and the people on the commission save these trees, these olive trees in the Las Olas median. We said, we as the Fort Lauderdale residents want these trees to stay because right now, Dean and his pals and Sorensen and Glassman, they all want to, or were at the time, entertaining a plan to remove that entire median, tear down those trees, and make this road just like any other road, not the iconic street you see today. So we did that. We all showed up and we showed out, and I know some of you were there when we did that. The next day, after Sun Sentinel covered it, the next day, Mayor Dean says to Susanna from Sun Sentinel that, okay, we're going to keep those trees. We're going to keep that median. I know for sure he said to keep that median. And he went around and he told you, Ted,
Yes, he did. At the meeting.
at the River Oaks Civic Association and other places, and me directly, that we were going to keep those trees, that those trees were going to stay, don't worry about it. So I said victory, okay? And we all said victory, okay. We had the mayor on our side. And we had Commissioner Sturman, who was with us and with us on this. Well, unfortunately, Commissioner Sturman lost his election, and now we have another commissioner up there, Ben Sorensen, who has wanted to rip every single one of these trees out. He'll tell you he wants to plant more trees, but like, what? We don't want more trees. We want those trees. Okay. All right, Ben.
They're already mature and they're already providing shade as opposed to new trees that will take 10 to 20 years.
Those trees will outlive all the committees. Yes.
They will. Oh, by a long shot.
sooner the better.
The median age up there is like 70 years old right now. I
I
mean,
didn't mean it that way.
so no offense, Ted. I'd much rather have you up there. But so I told you earlier that there is a way we can still save these trees, okay? And that is to put the pressure on Mayor Dean Trantalis, okay? Because if we can have, because we know Herbst will vote the right way, because we love John Herbst, don't we? John Herbst is a good commissioner, isn't he?
Yeah.
And we know that if Mayor Dean does what he said he was going to do, that most likely then Commissioner Beasley Pittman will also join. So hopefully we want to see our great Commissioner Beasley Pittman do the right thing, right? Right. So do the right thing, Commissioner Beasley Pittman. But Mayor Dean, I'm talking directly to you, buddy, okay? It seems like you lied to us because you were up there on the commission on the dais just last week or a few weeks ago at the workshop entertaining ideas to get rid of that median, because you know what you did? You came back and then had a workshop that a lot of us went to where there were two options, and neither of those options included saving those olive trees. So what was the deal with that? Okay? But there was one option to keep the median, but still tear out those trees and put in different trees. So I saw that as a false premise, okay? Because that's not what we want. We don't want either one of those options. The Collie Hammock Civic Association said the same thing in their letter. The downtown Fort Lauderdale Civic Association, 88% of the people that voted from that civic association said they want to keep the median. That's what the people want. Okay? But then And this is what other people want. 88%, okay? But then what does the commission do? They side with Charlie Ladd and the Downtown Development Authority. Who, good old Charlie there, he's the only one that shows up, the developer who has revitalized our community with all these giant buildings and everything everywhere and the concrete all over the place. Yes, Charlie, there will be a statue to you one day right here, the guy that put concrete all over Fort Lauderdale. Maybe that's what he wants, I don't know. But they decided to side with them against the will of the people, and that's what they're talking about. Not only tearing those olive trees down, but tearing out the median altogether. So they can widen the sidewalks, which we said we need, like widening the sidewalks. You can do that if you get rid of the on-street parking, okay?
Exactly.
You can do that. Then that's what they said. They said they're building a parking garage and getting rid of the on-street parking, okay? Here, hold it. All right, they said that they're gonna do that and get rid of the on-street parking, okay? That's easy. But then, I guess if they get rid of the on-street parking, then Commissioner Glassman and Mayor Dean can't pull up in their Bentleys in front of their favorite restaurant and show off their nice cars that they bought completely on the up and up. So what they want to do is tear out these trees, and then they want to widen the sidewalks and keep on-street parking. That will turn this street into any other street, okay? And you will have cars flying by. There will be people, nobody obeys the speed limit down on A1A. Nobody's gonna obey the speed limit here. They're gonna be flying by, but most importantly, it's just gonna look like any other thing, any other street. Now, I'll wrap up with this because there is cause for hope. The number one cause for hope is they don't have the money to do this, okay? They're voting on a plan, but they have no idea, just like with their little tunnel over there, they have no idea how they're gonna fund it. They're just hoping the money will just show up, the 8 million or 10 million or whatever they need. So that's something on our side, is they don't have the funding for this yet. So it would be nice if we keep it that way, that there's no funding for this, because then they can't do it. Number two, Mayor Dean did say that he wanted to keep the trees. And I think that he knows what the right thing to do is. So everybody needs to come out and show up to this meeting tomorrow. And
What time?
tomorrow at 6 o'clock, right over there at the Broward Center, we've got to all show up and remind Mayor Dean what he promised us, that we were going to keep those trees. Because when they say those olive trees are dying, that's bull.